Let's start with near space. Europa is an icy moon of Jupiter that scientists consider the prime candidate for habitability in our solar system. On the outside, it's a freezing sphere covered by a solid crust of ice, but the real magic is hidden deeper down. Beneath the miles-thick ice shell lies a massive ocean containing twice as much water as all of Earth's oceans combined. It stays liquid thanks to Jupiter's tidal forces, which constantly squeeze and warm the moon's core. Scientists are confident that hydrothermal vents erupt on the rocky seafloor, providing vital heat and the necessary chemistry for life. Pitch darkness and crushing pressure are no obstacle here. Shielded from harsh cosmic radiation, bacteria or even bizarre deep-sea creatures could easily thrive there, completely independent of sunlight. Let's venture beyond our solar system to the exoplanet K218b, located 120 light-years away. This isn't just a super-Earth, it's a true sub-Neptune that scientists classify as a rare type of world called a Hycean planet. This means this entire massive world might be covered by a colossal global ocean of liquid water beneath a thick, hydrogen-rich atmosphere. But K218b caused a real sensation when the James Webb Space Telescope peeked into its clouds. There it detected carbon dioxide, methane, and, most intriguingly, potential traces of dimethyl sulfide. On Earth, this chemical compound is produced exclusively by living organisms, specifically marine phytoplankton. If this data is definitively confirmed, K218b will become the first distant world where we have quite literally detected direct markers of alien life. We head back to our solar system to visit its strangest moon, Titan. This giant of Saturn is truly unique. It boasts a dense atmosphere composed mostly of nitrogen, just like Earth. But instead of water, its rivers flow and its massive lakes ripple with liquid methane and ethane. The surface temperature here drops to a brutal 180 degrees Celsius. You might wonder, what kind of life could possibly exist in such extreme cold? Yet scientists view Titan as the perfect testing ground for alternative biochemistry. While terrestrial life depends entirely on liquid water, hypothetical organisms on Titan could use liquid methane instead. They might breathe in hydrogen and feed on the complex organic compounds that constantly form in the atmosphere and blanket the surface like methane snow. It would be a world completely alien to us, yet undeniably alive. Fourth on our list is Enceladus, a tiny icy moon of Saturn that delivered the biggest surprise to scientists. On the outside, it's a pristine, white, frozen sphere, but colossal geysers erupt from its south pole. Powerful plumes of water and ice blast straight out of fractures in the crust, shooting hundreds of kilometers into open space. When the Cassini spacecraft flew right through these plumes, it made an incredible discovery. Inside these fountains, it detected not just water, but complex organic compounds, salts, methane, and tiny silicate particles. This is direct proof that a global, warm ocean lies hidden deep beneath the ice, actively churning. Hydrothermal vents are at work on its seafloor, just like on Earth. This makes Enceladus arguably the most accessible place to look for extraterrestrial life. We don't even need to drill through the ice, we just have to catch the droplets right out of a geyser. The fifth spot on our map is the Super-Earth L, HS1140b, located 48 light-years away. For a long time, it was thought to be just a dense, rocky ball, but recent data from the James Webb Space Telescope left astronomers stunned. It turns out this planet is most likely half ice and half water. LHS1140b sits right in the habitable zone, but due to tidal locking, it always faces its star with the exact same side. Scientists suspect we are looking at a unique eyeball world. While its dark side is locked in an eternal cosmic freeze, the stellar warmth on the day side has melted a massive liquid ocean thousands of kilometers wide, resembling a giant pupil. Shielded by a dense atmosphere from the flares of its exceptionally calm star, this open water oasis is currently considered one of our absolute prime and most promising targets in the search for extraterrestrial organisms. The sixth candidate is the exoplanet Wolf 1069b, located 31 light-years away from Earth. This is a rocky world with a mass that is nearly an exact match to our own planet. It orbits a red dwarf right within its habitable zone. The main problem with such stars is their powerful radiation flares, which typically blast away a planet's atmosphere completely. But Wolf 1069 is a lucky exception. It is surprisingly calm and quiet. Because of this, scientists believe the planet has managed to retain its primordial atmosphere and perhaps even its magnetic field. Like many similar worlds, Wolf 1069 Bouri is tidally locked, meaning it always faces its sun with the exact same side. However, if its atmosphere is thick enough, heat can circulate evenly across the entire globe. This would create a stable, mild climate over a vast territory on the day side, where liquid water could exist for billions of years. giving hypothetical life an excellent chance to evolve. The seventh object is the famous Proxima Centauri b. It is quite literally our closest cosmic neighbor, located just over 4 light-years from Earth. It features a rocky surface and a mass very close to Earth's, with an orbit running right through the middle of the habitable zone of its host star, a red dwarf. The big catch is that Proxima b is positioned extremely close to its star, which is why a year there lasts just 11 days, and the planet itself is tidally locked. But the greatest threat to potential life is the red dwarf's violent radiation flares, which are capable of stripping the atmosphere completely. Even so, if the planet possesses a strong magnetic field, life could well have adapted and taken refuge along the Terminator line, a perpetual zone of comfortable twilight sandwiched between the scorching day and the freezing night. Eighth on our list is the exoplanet Kepler 442b, located 1,200 light-years away from us. In scientific circles, it is widely regarded as one of the most super-habitable worlds ever found, as it potentially outperforms even Earth across a variety of metrics. This rocky world is roughly 1.5 times the size of our planet, and orbits deep within the habitable zone of an orange dwarf. Orange stars are far more stable and long-lived than our sun, and they are vastly calmer than volatile red dwarfs, meaning they don't blast everything nearby with lethal radiation. Kepler 442b receives the perfect amount of heat and light needed to sustain a massive, thriving biosphere. In fact, scientists have calculated that this planet provides some of the best conditions in the universe for the evolution of complex photosynthesis. Imagine a world blanketed by dense alien forests and boundless oceans where life can thrive in absolute comfort for trillions of years. The ninth candidate is the exoplanet TO R700d, tucked away some 100 light-years from us. It is one of the rare and most pristine examples of an Earth-sized world discovered within a habitable zone. The planet is just 20% larger than Earth and receives about 86% of the energy from its star that our sun provides to us. But the ultimate advantage of TOI 700d is its host star. Unlike most temperamental red dwarfs, this star is incredibly old and calm, experiencing virtually no powerful superflares. This means that if a dense atmosphere and oceans ever formed on the planet, they're completely safe and haven't been blasted into open space. Computer models suggest it could have a stable climate with clouds and liquid water, making it a near-ideal twin of Earth that has been quietly evolving in cosmic silence for billions of years. Taking 10th place is Kepler 1649c, which scientists call one of the closest Earth twins in terms of size and temperature. Located 300 light-years away from us, this planet is just 6% larger than Earth. It orbits a red dwarf within its habitable zone, receiving about 75% of the light that Earth gets from the sun. The most fascinating part of Kepler 1649c's story is its discovery. Initially, a computer algorithm mistakenly dismissed it as a false positive, and scientists uncovered this hidden gem by hand, while reanalyzing old data from the Kepler Earth Space Telescope. Even though the planet is tidally locked, permanently facing its star with just one side, its calculated climate could be remarkably mild. If the planet boasts a sufficiently thick atmosphere, massive oceans of liquid water could well exist on its surface, serving as a potential cradle for alien life. The 11th stop is the planet Teegarden b, located just 12 light-years away from us. Among the thousands of discovered exoplanets, it holds one of the highest Earth similarity indexes, an incredible 95%. In terms of mass, it is practically identical to our planet and orbits an old, exceptionally calm red dwarf. The age of this star system is around 8 billion years, making it nearly twice as old as our sun. This means that hypothetical life has had a colossal amount of time to quietly emerge and undergo a massive evolutionary journey. Teegarden's star doesn't torment its worlds with violent flares, so the planet has most likely retained a dense atmosphere. Scientists suggest that a mild, highly comfortable climate prevails here, with oceans of liquid water splashing across the surface. If there is an ideal, thriving paradise in our galaxy, Teegarden b is definitely one of the top contenders. Closing out our top list is our most studied but still deeply mysterious neighbor, Mars. Today, the red planet appears to be a lifeless, icy desert covered in toxic dust. Yet billions of years ago, Mars was a completely different world. Deep rivers flowed, vast oceans surged, and the atmosphere was thick and warm. Life could have easily had enough time to take root. So where did it all go? Scientists believe that primitive organisms didn't just vanish, they simply went into hiding. Due to the loss of its magnetic field, Mars's surface is now scorched by harsh solar radiation, but just a few meters underground, the conditions are far more forgiving. Down there, within subterranean caves, beneath the soil, and inside layers of permafrost, reservoirs of liquid water may still be hidden. Modern rovers regularly detect organic molecules and capture mysterious, seasonal spikes of methane, which could very well be the byproduct of active subsurface bacteria. Mars remains our prime and most accessible shot at proving we are not alone in the universe.